Welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you news about a significant development. Nigerian Minister of Oil Mahamane Moustapha Barke Bako has announced the halt of Niger's oil exports to China as of June 22nd. The oil, transported through the Niger-Benin pipeline from the Agadem oil fields to the Sémè-Kpodji terminal, will no longer flow. This decision comes amid rising tensions between Niger and Benin, and just 3 days after the Patriotic Liberation Front (FPL) claimed responsibility for destroying a major oil pipeline. This disruption is a major setback for China, which had already paid a $400 million advance. According to Energy News, the suspension of Nigerian oil exports to China via Benin is expected to have significant impacts on the regional oil market. If the CNSP did not issue an official statement regarding the FPL's demand to destroy the pipeline, many experts believe this sabotage is the reason for the suspension decision. Indeed, if the FPL's claims are accurate, Niger would be unable to continue oil transit. The FPL demands, among other things, the cancellation of the oil sale agreement with China. The rebel group alleges that the ruling military is exploiting oil for personal gain and calls for a return to constitutional order with the reinstatement of deposed President Mohamed Bazoum. China's $400 million agreement with Niger for advance oil payments will aid the West African nation's junta in addressing its debt accumulated since last year's military coup. China National Petroleum Corp agreed to advance payments for crude oil from Niger's Agadem field earlier this month. According to Radio Television du Niger on April 13th, Ibrahimidou, the communications head for Prime Minister Ali Lamine, said from Niamey on Monday that Niger will use these funds to settle debt payments. Since the military seized power from President Mohamed Bazoum in July, the cash-strapped regime has missed about $600 million in debt payments due to sanctions imposed by the regional economic bloc ECOWAS, according to UMOTITRES, the regional market for government securities. ECOWAS lifted these restrictions last month. Hamidou mentioned that part of the $400 million will be used to clear arrears on Niger's domestic debt, with the remainder allocated to security, health and education sectors. The advance payment will be repaid with oil revenue carrying a 7% interest rate. Niger has been producing 20,000 barrels of oil per day from the Agadem Rift Basin, primarily for domestic use due to border restrictions and sanctions that prevented exports. However, these sanctions imposed by the Economic Community of West African States following the coup that brought the junta to power have now been lifted on humanitarian grounds. This allows Niger to start using its pipeline for exports. According to SP Global Commodity Insights, Niger could begin its first oil exports in May, starting with 90,000 barrels a day and increasing to 110,000 barrels a day. This oil deal comes weeks after Niger ended military ties with the United States and expelled 1,000 American troops. Relations with France, Niger's former colonial ruler, also soured post-coup, leading to French troops being ordered to leave at the end of last year. Niger has since aligned more closely with China and Russia, with Russian military equipment and 100 Russian military instructors arriving in Niamey some months ago, as reported by state broadcaster RTN. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.